Hey everyone, welcome to Fun Food Fashion, another episode, another new recipe. And as you can see, today's recipe is going to be dhokla recipe. So do you want to make your dhokla as tasty, as soft and as delicious just like the store-bought one? Then do follow this recipe. I have shown you step-by-step recipe of making dhokla, which is super soft, tastes exactly like the one you order in the sweetmeat shop or in the market. So without further saying, let's get started. But first thing first, hit the subscribe button if you are new and press the bell icon so that you get all the notification of my further video. Now jump into the recipe and make dhokla as delicious as the market. So for that, here I have taken a bowl in which we are going to make the batter. First we need to sift the besan or gram flour. Here I am using 1 cup, which is actually 150 grams of gram flour. Then goes 1.5 tablespoon of semolina or suji. Next add half a teaspoon of salt and then add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. You guys are thinking maybe this is a very huge amount, but no, this amount of sugar is needed. This is going to hold the moisture in the dhokla and make it very soft. Now sift it so that there is no lump, and we are not going to use these big chunks. Break it down as you can and remove the excess, remove the other. Next add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi. Don't use much, otherwise it will give a red spot in your dhokla. Next add 1 teaspoon of ginger and green chili paste. Mix everything up. Next I'm going to add water little by little as required. This batter going to be a thin batter. We want thin batter, not too runny but thin batter. So use the water wisely. I'm going to show you the consistency, and whisk in one direction. Don't whisk in both direction. Whisk in one direction. I'm going to add more water. So here actually I have first used half cup of water, then another 1/4 cup of water. Next goes juice of 1 lemon and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. In the store-bought one they use citric acid, so instead of citric acid I am using lemon juice which contains citric acid. Now whisk it continuously for 10 to 15 minutes. This is very important process. Whisking is very important so that you incorporate air into your dhokla batter, and this incorporated air will make your dhokla soft and fluffy. So use your muscles and whisk it up, and you can see the batter has thickened up just a little bit after 15 minutes of continuous whisking. So this is the perfect consistency. Now I'm going to cover it and let it rest for 15 minutes so that the besan absorbs the water. Meanwhile, here I'm going to prepare the steamer. I'm not using any fancy steamer. I'm just using the kadhai. Used some water and cover it, and our steamer is ready. Next I'm going to prepare my cake tin. Brush it with some oil from each side so that your dhokla comes out very nicely, and you have to do it now because next process is very quick. So our batter was resting for like 15 minutes, so we whisk it again for 5 minutes, and as you can see it has thickened up a little bit because the gram flour has absorbed the water and thickened up. So for 5 minutes whisk it continuously. Now this process, now place your cake tin handy because now I'm going to use the Eno. Here I'm using regular Eno 1 packet, and here you have to be very fast, very quick. Just pour the Eno and it will start to bubble up the batter. It will puff up like this, fluffy butter, and as soon as it fluffs up, just pour the batter immediately into the tin. Be very quick while you are doing this. Scrape down everything from the bowl. Our steamer is ready. Our dhokla is ready. Now we are going to steam the dhokla. Here in the steamer I have placed a stand. On that stand I am going to place the tin of the dhokla. Then I am going to cover it, and over medium flame I am going to steam it for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes we are back. After 30 minutes I have rested inside the steamer for 15 minutes, and now I'm going to check the dhokla if it's done by putting a knife inside it. If it's come clear like this, that means your dhokla is ready, and it's quite hot, not too much hot. Next I'm going to make the tadka. So for that, here in a pan I have taken 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now it's nice and hot. Add 1 teaspoon of black mustard seed. Let it splutter. Next goes pinch of hing or asafoetida. 3-4 green chilies. I have slitted them in the middle. Then goes 12 to 15 curry leaves and fry them for a few seconds. Next I am going to add half a cup of water. Then season it with some powdered sugar. I am using 1.5 teaspoon of powdered sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix it. And then 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and then I'm going to turn the heat up and let it simmer for a minute over high flame, and it's done. I'm going to pull it down for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to demold the dhokla from the sides and cut it. I'm not entirely demolding it. I'm first going to put the tadka in it so that it absorbs all the water and becomes super soft. So cut it according to your wish or any shapes you want. Then pour the tadka you have prepared all over the dhokla so that each and every pieces of the dhokla get this water. Let it set for 2 minutes. Let it soak all the water and tadka. Then demold it from the cake tin. I'm going to take it on a plate and I'm going to show you how spongy they are. Look at the holes. Look at how fluffy they are. I'm going to show you how soft they are. See how soft they are, very soft. I'm pressing them and they're plunging back, so they are super soft and super spongy. Now I am going to garnish it with some grated coconut and some coriander leaves, fresh coriander leaves. Now I am going to serve it. For that, here I am using tamarind chutney, the chutney that the store or sweet meat shops serves, the sweet chutney of tamarind. I'm going to place it over the plate and then I'm going to place the dhokla over it. Doesn't it look so delicious? Just like the one you have in the market. Trust me, it tastes exactly like that and its texture is exactly like the store-bought one. Do make this recipe, follow each and every step and make this recipe, and your friends, family and everyone will be surprised to see that you have made this store-bought or market like dhokla at home. So without further saying, I'm going to say bye, but don't forget to like the video, share the video and comment in the comment section below. Thank you.